quite a few years to come across the trucks that we have. You know, you grab one here, grab one there. After a while, you've got a pretty good assortment of them put together. All of our trucks are older trucks that we've since painted in the last few years to kind of match. They kind of all match each other. Back in the day, my grandfather always had red trucks, so that's kind of the scheme we went with. He had one white one at one time, a green truck. And our newest truck is an 06 International, and most of them are, we've got quite a few of them that are 2000s. Bulk 2 for that one, John. So it's been a long few years of putting these together. This truck here is a 2004 Sterling. It was a milk truck at one time. Something we bought from Byrne. This box is 25 foot long. Originally it was 22 foot long. We had it on a 2000 International that we have. Back when I built it, I didn't know where the box was going to end up, so I built a 22 foot box. We were making a fair amount of them at the time, and it was a little short. We ended up adding 3 feet to it. We cut it about a foot from the front of the box and added 3 feet to it.
Wow, what did you get behind me? You must have went the other way. But I was quicker.
This is where they drove in to fix that water line. Looks like they seeded it now in some crappy, shitty grass. Didn't fit it up too awful well. They had to put a new water line in over a ravine just on the other side of that field next to this one. And they have the right of way to come all the way across these haylots, but we talked them into just coming off the highway here, cutting a hole through the gate, coming in right there. They would have had to put a gravel roadway coming in all the way across these fields here. Plus they would have had to go through a housing development over on the west side here. So we're glad they did that. They worked on that for the better part of the summer last year. They get over in that other field there, we'll go and look at that pipe. I flew the drone over it, we're merging the hand here. That's it for tonight. That's your last load. We'll see you bright and early in the morning.
Sounds good.
consecutive serial numbers. I bought that black one from a truck dealer down in Virginia. It was set up with, well, the same box that this red one here's got on it. Hydraulic end gate and all. They were mainly used for demolition. A company out of Indiana that owned them did anything from tree and hedgerow work to building teardown. And the boxes are overbuilt. They're made out of 3/16 material. They're heavier than no. That truck weighs 34,000 pounds empty. And that black one with my box on it weighs 27.9. They're just overly built. Cross members underneath are made the same way, made out of that angle there it is, maybe 5-inch. We're just going to stay on the good stuff here. These short, I'm going to leave these short little windrows for the other trucks. Yeah, so they're the cross members for the floor are made the same way, kind of that corrugated look, but that's actual angle iron welded side by side on the sides and the cross members for the floor as well. And then there's 3/16 hot roll plate on the walls of this, and I don't know if they use 3/16 or 1/4 inch on the floors. The floors were pretty thin. There's hydraulic cylinders and a little cabinet there on the side of this one. All we had to do to these trucks when we got them was to put rain doors in them, and I put tailgate locks on them. But when I bought the other one, talking to the dealer, asked him if he had anything, or if he had bought, if he had a line on a couple of them. And he had claimed that when they bought that one at the auction, that there was another one right next to it, and that he would try to get the name of the person that bought it too. So I was able to get a hold of that outfit. They were out of Ohio. Two different partners, a trucking partner and a trucking and an excavation company, and it was two partners that owned it. The one guy owned the trucking part, the other guy owned the excavation part. The guy that owned the trucking part, he wanted to get out of the trucking altogether, so he had his stuff for sale. He had used it for a year and agreed to sell it. We ended up buying it a year after I bought the other one. The trucks have been right side by side their whole life here. Yeah, you're loaded. They had the lift axles are in a goofy spot, kind of mounted forward like that. They actually had two lift axles on them. They're ride well. 13.2 steerable lifts, and in New York State, they don't acknowledge two lift axles. They don't gain you nothing. So we ended up taking that lift axle off, and it made better sense to take the rearward one off rather than take the front one. We run flotation tires on these trucks, and that rear lift axle is back there kind of far, so we had to put new hoods on both of these T800s. This one I 32 square feet divided by 27 equals. Alright, so that holds like 45 yards plus the holds 45 yards plus the cab shield. Cab shield holds a big 2.5 yards, so we're just shy of 48 yards there, and the other one held about 40. So we're getting a little more bang for our buck there. That's got, we had some trouble with the paint. The paint peeled off the box there. We're using a pretty stout primer. And the primer didn't offer a lot of adhesion for the paint. And it flaked off, but the primer's, it's real strong stuff. We almost needed to do something to etch the primer a little bit, but it is what it is. So that box has pneumatic locks on there, kind of like a gravel truck, along with the mechanical locks as well. We really don't need the locks for haylage, but when these trucks are bouncing across fields and whatnot, when they're empty, the tailgates bang and make a lot of freaking noise, so I just like to lock them. And don't have all that freaking noise when you're going across rough terrain. It has a rubber block HN Hendrickson suspension in it, so it rides pretty pretty rough anyways. Both this one and the other one, they're identical. The serial numbers on these two trucks, this one is 846270 and the other one is 846269. And yeah, they were bought by the same guy, and now they're working right with each other again. That's it for tonight, Sarge. Yep, we'll see ya. This truck here is one of our manure tank trucks. It has a slide rail system on it. We could switch the box off of this one. We've got 6 trucks set up that way. This truck we bought has a well, it was just a cabin chassis, but it didn't have an engine in it. We rolled one over several years ago. It got totaled, and this was an oil field truck. Then they ended up taking the engine out of it, transmission, so we used the components that come out of that rollover and put them into it, painted it all up. We had to do some work to the frame on it. We shortened the wheelbase up on it, believe it or not. We actually shortened it. I don't remember how much frame it had. I want to say it had 32 foot of frame. And yeah. So we had to shorten up the wheelbase, had to move the wheels ahead on it. built a new trunnion for the walking beam suspension. It was all rotted out. Put the lift axle on it, the hoist system and whatnot. That black Kenworth that I put the box on, we put a telescopic cylinder, twin cylinder scissor hoist on it. It had a front mounted telescopic cylinder. That's what that red one has on it as well. When I sold the box, and the hoist went with it, so I ended up putting a March 110 hoist under it. And these larger, longer trucks here, this has got a 25-foot long box on it, and it's got the Hirsch 125 twin cylinder hoist on it. Anything that we put a longer than 22-foot box on, I end up putting the larger hoist on. To go with the 125 hoist, that Freightliner there, that's got a 125 hoist on it, 24-foot box, 7-foot sides. That's not removable. We don't use that truck to haul manure or anything. It's got a small engine and it's only got a C10. It was a milk truck at one time, and it's just underpowered. It's good for what we use it for, hauling 10, 11, 12 ton of haylage around. That's about it. Getting up and down these hills with anything with any considerable amount of weight, you want a little more power than that. This International's got a C15 in it, and it'll get put that in bunk 4, Jeff.
Yes, I'm one.
This road tractor is a 2000 Kenworth W900, and the trailer is a 2007 Paulick belt trailer. It's got a hydraulic end gate on it, and it's also got an aluminum hopper that you can put on the back from loading grain into an auger or blower or whatever. It holds about 70 yards. Someday I'd like to get a couple of chain drag trailers that would hold a little more. It works good for what we use. There's 2 windrows left in this field here, and we got a couple of other fields left after this. Okay, this is a field that we seeded in 2014, right here. Using my John Deere. See how I searched the field. 554, going to this. And it's gonna have a blue dot right where I am on the map here. If I click on this here, that's going to show me the field that I'm on. 554, it's 27 acres. And I can go back here to the history. This is everything that was done in 17, 16. And then alfalfa seeding 2014, August 19th. 2014 is when on exceptionally well here. This has been on the Auburn Ag's Paragon 360 alfalfa program now for going on 2 years. It's a program where they spray for, they apply a fungicide, plant growth regulator. Last year we had a fair amount of trouble with leaf hoppers and weevils, whatever like that. We had a little bit of insect pressure last year that they monitored and sprayed for. So this is averaging 2.7 dry tons to the acre, and it's averaging 4.5. Averaging about 4.5 wet tons. Average moisture of 48%. Almost forgot this bottom windrow here. We had quite a bit of trouble here in I believe it was 2013. We had corn in here. Yeah, it was 2013. We got some torrential downpours. It was in like July, and it washed out to the south here. Once we harvested the corn off, we ended up planting grass on this lower part of the field here. Is a brome grass orchard grass mix. Kind of see the way the stubble goes the other way. We chopped that off, put that in our heifer bunk already. It's kind of a craft feed, but you can kind of see the difference in the stubble there. Planted just crossways. In the fall prior to putting wheat in here. Seeded it down so that it would have a little extra something to hold it through the upcoming year there. And got 7 straight trucks running today, and the 1 tractor trailer. We're about 12 miles away from home. It's quite a jaunt for these guys. There's a pretty good wait. I wait about 10 minutes in between runs here. Once they cycle through that, from the last truck to the first one again, I have to wait quite a little bit. Oh, make sure my pipe is actually over my back. Grab a tree limb or something. It's about time these stinking hedgerows come out and farm this crossways. So I can finish filling the rest of the front of the trailer here. So it's I use my left directional for back and my right directional for forward. Just kind of treat the force her to go in reverse, so that's how we do that. Yeah, we got a down tree there. We gotta get it pushed out. This dead crap seems to not fare too well through the winter. There's some of that dry shit that's planted on this field too. Gotta have him come back along so I can get the front. You're loaded. This truck number 12 here is a 2001 Kenworth. It's a T800. It's got a slightly longer hood on it than the black one that we got, and that other red one, them two twin trucks, they've got short hoods on them. This number 12 and number 8 got the same cab and hood length. This truck we bought from a salesman that works at a John Deere dealership near us. He sells trucks on the side and has his own business where he works on equipment, makes stuff himself too. But it's a 2001 T800 with a C15 in it. This silage box is 25 foot long, and it's got 7 foot sides on it. It's got the slide rail system on it. We've got a diller tank that we put on it when we're not hauling haylage or corn silage. The lift axle that's on this truck came on it. It's got a Chalmers suspension under it, and it does quite well. This truck here, hello?
Hey, what bunk do you want me to dump this in?
Oh shit, I forgot. Where did I chop on you from?
We did the headland.
Coming around the top side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got good stuff. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, and yeah. And I forgot where the hell you were. Yep, you'll go in bunk 2, Nate.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see ya. Bye. Okay, this truck here, truck 8, is a 2000 Kenworth as well. This is the one that got rolled over. This one actually came from the same dealer that black Kenworth come from. Conversation I had with him was, hey, you got any more trucks? I need them for silage boxes. He came up with that red one that we bought in Ohio from the guy that owned a trucking company. And then he had just taken this one in. He had just gotten this one in. He hadn't even had it listed yet or cleaned up. And we bought it as well. And it's a 2000 T800. It's got the longer hood on it than them other two. This one and truck 12 are about the same. They are the same hood and whatever. This one's got Dayton wheels on it, however. A little shorter wheelbase. This was a dump chassis truck. I chose not to lengthen frame on it, and we just put it's a 20-foot 9-inch box, and we'll go over to that other field and put some of that grass that's on the lower side of it on you, and then you can go into bunk 4 with that load. Yeah, so that box is only it's only 20 foot 9 inches long, and it's got 7-foot sides on it, and it just wasn't. I didn't feel it was worth it to lengthen the frame and get into all that for just a couple more feet on the box. And we were building a lot of 6-foot boxes back then anyways, and we gained more cubic feet by going a foot higher than we would if we'd have been at that 6-foot size with like a 24-foot box would hold less than a 20-foot 9-inch box with 7-foot sides. So that's why that ended up that way, and then we were able to use the smaller hoist on it. It gets around real good, muddy conditions, whatnot like that. It gets around a little better. But you wouldn't even know it was rolled over. Of course, we had to put a new hood on it, paint it, and cosmetically get her back going. Pipeline that they did last year where it goes over to Ravine here. This is the main pipeline that feeds the city of Syracuse here. The water that comes from the lake is all gravity into the city here. Look at that. There ain't even anything running there. That's quite the unit. That is quite the unit. It's all insulated. Got plating, whole frickin' 9 yards. Huh. Yeah, they got drainage along that bank there. Quite the unit. This must be aluminum. Yeah, that's all aluminum. So yeah, well, better get back to the chopper. There must be a load here now. That's quite the unit. Look at that, huh?